Next, we'll talk to a Madison author about his latest book.
Find out where some of Wisconsin's greatest hidden treasures are located next on News 3 This Morning.
Well, our guest this morning is a Madison author. And I know this is a lot of hard work, but you've really got a great job. Also known as the Mad Traveler.
Kevin Revolinski joins us. He wrote the Wisconsin Beer Guide and 60 Hikes Within 60 Miles of Madison, and his latest book is Backroads and Byways of Wisconsin, Drives, Day Trips, and Weekend Excursions. Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
This is a great book to have out, especially considering that a lot of people are not traveling too far away from home during, like Memorial Day weekend and summer break.
Sure, you've got options there close and far in the state, so if you do want to get a little bit further.
So what kind of things will people find in here?
Pretty much, it's 12 chapters with 12 different road trips around the state. And within the road trips you have, the highlights, anything from parks to restaurants to museums, places to stay if you're going to make it into a long weekend instead. So, and then roadside attractions, of course.
What are some of the attractions that kind of caught your eye, the roadside attractions?
Well, some of my favorite ones are ones I discovered along the way, even after I'd done the research and I didn't know they were there. The toy train barn down near Monroe, which is a pretty fascinating little place. It's, as the name suggests, a barn full of toy trains, and it's owned by a guy who actually is an engineer of real trains, and he's set the inside of the barn up to be just like a huge display of trains that you can come in, press an old microwave panel, and that he's got hooked up to the trains, and it activates it for 3 minutes, and it all kind of runs, and you've got little odds and ends like Superman coming out of a phone booth, and houses on fire, and it's kind of neat.
How do you find the places that you want to go, and how do you narrow it down?
Well, that is the tricky part, I guess. They give you a word count usually when you do these projects, so that helps to at least keep you focused. Otherwise, you could go on and on. But you do research beforehand. You do, well, you make a lot of friends and find out what other people think as well. And of course, just from driving through those areas and seeing what's there.
Now, you're working on a project for the New York Times. What's that about? I'm
actually doing an article about gangster getaways. With the Johnny Depp Public Enemies movie coming up, they're interested in where the Capones and Dillingers of the world used to go.
Vacation up north.
Sure, vacation, hideout, shootout, whatever.
Yeah.
One and the same.
One and the same often. Yeah.
All right. So, what else? What would be, if you had to name one place that you would revisit for yourself?
Like the area or the spot itself?
Let's do the spot.
Delta Diner. And in fact, I was just there last weekend. It's a little Silk City's diner out in the middle of the woods, way up north near Iron River. And they serve just fantastic food, and it's a nice little local place. So people will drive the full state to get there just to have a meal. And yet it's also full of a lot of the locals, so it's got a really quirky character to it, and great food.
Oh, good deal.
All right, very good.
All right, get the book.
Thank you.
All
sure.
right.
Thanks for having me here.
Byways. Thank you, Kevin. Good luck. There's the book, too. To purchase Backroads and Byways of Wisconsin or any of the books written by Kevin, and there's a whole slew of them, you can go to his website there. And you can also find and follow his travels on his blog. The book is also, I guess, was sold at Borders. It's gone now, but
I called last night. They were out, but the House of Wisconsin Cheese actually has some copies that I know for sure. So.
Okay. Good deal. Thanks.